the guy began to tell his story about this angel singing along with him. And this is where I want this church to listen. I'm almost done. We're sitting here and we're stuck in dryness and monotony. We're stuck because we haven't seen this stuff. We're stuck because we don't know that it exists. We're stuck because we're saying we're just the same old church and therefore we see the same old thing. When are we going to walk in a redeemed place where it says nothing's impossible for God? We can see angels. We can see the Spirit of God flow. We can see God minister on us.
Yes.
And do the great thing.
That's right.
For God. But it's got to be the mindset. As I close today, would you stand? Where's your mindset? Where's your mindset? Where's your mindset? Are you redeemed or are you not redeemed? A redeemed person doesn't walk in the same old sins, God. No. I remember my mother coming to church and being filled with the Spirit of God. And that night, laying down cigarettes and saying, I'll never smoke again. And she never smoked again. I wish everybody was like that. I'm not saying my mom's perfect. But the mentality is this. How come we're still carrying the same thing? Why? Is God not big enough to take you from it? No. It's not that. The mindset should be He already has taken you.
That's right. Good.
I already walk in something. I walk in Jesus now. Right? Michael, what you were before haunts you all the time. Haunts you. But you don't understand, bro. We love you. But as much as we love you, we don't love you like Jesus loves you. He looks at you, and I'm just going to be honest with family, Mike. Family. He don't see all the fights you've been in. He don't see that. He could. He don't see all the nastiness. All we see is Michael and a nice face. And a great smile and a good attitude all the time. But I know this right now. That I know the devil's working on him so hard. I know he's working on him. He's saying, not this one, not this one. You can't have this one. You can't have this. I had that guy. I had him in my hand. I had him lost. And that's where Michael walks in and he says, you know what? Hey, I got to work tonight. I'm not the same old Michael anymore. I've been redeemed. I've been washed. I've been cleansed. I may look like the same Michael, but I'm not the same one. I am Michael. And Jesus. And more than any of you in this room, when he walks out, he faces so much you do. Friends that are still connected. Relationships pulling away from God. Things pulling on him. To be here is not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes he picked me up at the airport last night, and sometimes I look at him and I say, hey, we'll see you at church tomorrow. He comes over quite a bit, and I see that look on his face, like some of you right now. What? Did you just ask me? So good to see you. Did you just ask me to be at church tomorrow? I really don't feel like it. Am I right, Mike? I always feel like home. Nobody here does. Never. But you know what? I love it. I love it. Because the devil, he takes notes. And he watches too. And he looks at Michael and he starts to put those pants on. Or those shorts on. What's he got on today? Short pants. And I believe they start tapping each other saying, oh no, is he getting ready for church? I hope he's not getting ready for church. Put those pants on. And then Lily walks up and says, Michael, I don't want to go to church. We're going to church. We're going to church. Andrea says, Michael, I got to work. I can't go with you. Oh, I got to go alone today.